Welcome to another episode of Altitude and Attitude, where Stanford has joined us. What's up, buddy? I thought you were going to be tuning in remotely tonight.
I actually found somebody. I just got off work like 30 minutes ago, but I found somebody to cover the rest of the shift that I was going to cover to 10:30. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, good. We're glad to have you here.
Well,
We
yeah.
were trying to figure out how you were going to do it remotely.
Oh, I was going to do it on the
know, we
road. It was going to be no face. It was just going to be all voice.
Well, I'm sure our viewers would appreciate that.
all voice and background noise from the damn band.
Like a good way to lose your job.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to another episode. We are on episode 16 now. Can't believe that none of us have been arrested or kicked off the air yet. That's pretty surprising.
Man, it's been 16 weeks. Good Lord.
Right?
I mean, there's more people.
How'd that happen?
That's what's up.
How did that happen? So what's happening? What's got you guys pissed off this week? I'm gonna throw it to Hog. What's got you pissed off, Hoggy?
I've been trying to go down this rabbit hole with the Epstein people and stuff like that, trying to figure that out. But I'm not. I don't want to talk about that right now.
With the who people? The Epstein?
What has me not? How about this? How about for a change? I'm going to start it like this. I'm not pissed off because it's almost football season.
Whoa!
It's almost football season.
Where
we can all get together
seriously
and hate each other for the right reasons. You know, I mean, we get the political hate and get back to the things that matter.
Am I here?
Like dudes that are in really good shape, hitting each other and slapping each other on the ass. That's what I'm talking about right there.
I hate that.
Wow.
That's America.
That's something. You want to talk about football? Jesus Christ.
Oh, I was looking that up.
You should look at the Razorback schedule. Look at the Razorback schedule this year, dude. Look at it. It's one of the worst schedules I've ever seen.
Like worse as
honestly,
bad or worse.
I mean,
hard.
if the Hogs get 5 wins out of this schedule, anybody, by the way, would be lucky to get 5 wins out of this schedule. Anybody.
I mean, I would have said that if they were playing high school teams, but okay.
Well, yeah, you and most Razorback fans. Most of them. Dude, listen to this. Ole Miss, Notre Dame. Okay? Tennessee, A&M.
Notre Dame's overrated. They better beat Notre Dame.
Yeah, they're overrated.
Yeah. Way.
A&M, Auburn, Mississippi State, Texas, Missouri.
Y'all don't get like a starting team?
Oh yeah, we have Alabama, A&M, and Arkansas State.
Okay, yeah, that's 2 wins right there. And Arkansas State,
who by the way, we have never played ever. We have never played Arkansas State. How stupid is that to not play the other team that shares the state with you? How stupid is that?
Well, I mean that comes down to money.
It comes down to Arkansas being dumb.
Well, you know,
no, Clovis, we do not play Alabama anymore. We don't pick them up.
I mean, you're fucked.
Yeah.
I mean,
this is bad. And then I see on the you play us on the 15th of November. Oh, yeah. This is going to be rough for you guys.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you'll be undefeated for it looks like 2 weeks.
We have the first 2 weeks undefeated, baby. And then going into week 4, we're going to be 1-2. Awesome.
Stanford, who's your team?
2-1. Yeah.
I don't really watch college ball other than I've been I'm a bandwagoner, so I watch Colorado because of Deion. But other than that, I really don't watch.
So
I'll give you that, dude.
You're bandwagon.
I'll give you that.
Hey, I admit.
I mean, hey, Colorado did good. That was pretty amazing.
I love prime time. I don't care what anybody says. I love prime time.
That was amazing what he did with them, with that team.
No, I don't really know that much about the college world because of even though I went to college, I never really got into college sports. I think it's because it's like with Deion, he makes it a little bit more entertaining with the just how they showcase the players afterwards. You kind of follow their stories on the social media, so you kind of get invested in on who's going to be who. this, and that. So I think that's what made me kind of other than just seeing that seeing him as a coach make it. Because I think a lot of people, and then not just him, I think it's a lot of good people who are good who would be good coaches, not just former NFL players, or just shut out the system. We need a little bit more Hall of Famers coaching.
In the way that and that move from player to coach is like it's a lot harder.
Oh yeah, he put years in.
You would think that it would be pretty like a smooth move, but not every player it could be a coach.
Oh no.
Some people have that talent, like Dion. He has that talent, but then you've got other people that were just as good or better that they couldn't coach. They can't communicate.
Lawrence Taylor could teach you how to do PCP.
It takes communication.
Lawrence Taylor could teach you how to do PCP.
Well, yeah.
And be great.
Okay, well, there you go.
Be great.
But Dion started as he started as a little league. I mean, in the small coaching. He was a kids coach for years. He slowly built up to it. A lot of people act like he got it thrown at him.
Yeah, he did it the right way because he had been retired for probably 15 years by the time he made it to college. And then he started at Jackson State in Mississippi. And that's a tiny little college.
He's worked his way up.
And then he's like, and he's still working his way up because I guarantee you he ain't done at Colorado.
And unfortunately, Shannon Sharp isn't coaching anywhere, right?
Except for OnlyFans models.
Nobody even wants Shannon Sharp to even talk anymore.
I was listening to a theory about why he settled, and I think it's true. I mean, because at first he was talking all this hype about fighting it, but then I think some of his sexual debauchery that he has, he didn't want that being released because it's bad enough. That little segment was bad enough, but it was probably more role play and there's other craziness that he likes. You know what I'm saying? He's probably like the Django Unchained. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of these folks, Hogg and I were talking about this earlier. A lot of these people,
I'm reading on the fly.
They just don't, like you said, they don't want their shit out there, and they just want to just go away. Just go the fuck away. Leave me alone. I don't have time for this bullshit. Here's some money. Shut the fuck up. I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm not saying he's innocent. All I'm saying is he paid the woman money for some reason, and that's it. It's it. It's over.
Oh, so. Yeah. He paid. I mean, shit. He if that was the little bit that she released, could imagine what she got on him. Good Lord. He's. But you know what? He's an old fool. He's an old fool, man. He should have just kept his thing and his. Oh my. Like, come on, man. Like, I mean, one thing to pay for, but you dealing with a young girl in this social media climate. He should have known better. Like, she was gonna milk him. Like, ain't no 20-year-old just comes to no fucking.
Is that a Bill Burr joke where he says like men, our dicks are just programmed to just say do it, do it.
Probably.
He said it doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what it is. Do it. Do it. We're good. We're good. Oh. And then when the heat comes down, he says it just flops over and is like, I don't know what happened.
Bill Burr's a fool.
But what's interesting is, Shannon could have taken this to court, and even if he was found guilty, chances are Trump could give him a pardon. I mean, he's pardoned a shit ton of criminals, and he's being rumored to be possibly pardoning 2 more. Maybe Diddy. He actually brought up pardoning Diddy for his crimes that he was committed. Yeah,
he was convicted for. The baby oil got to be free, baby.
I think Trump is just pissed off because he doesn't have any more Epstein parties to go to. He's hoping Diddy will bring up some more white parties.
I mean, look, that man. I just heard a clip today that he still hasn't taken off the table. They keep asking about Giselle, and he was like, I don't know. I'm like, man, you're gonna give her. He's either gonna pardon her or he's gonna commute her sentence. One of the two. She's getting out. should be out before Christmas.
Yeah,
I think that number one, this is a horrible, horrible, horrible thing, and I really hope that we are wrong. But I agree with you, Stanford. But I really hope that we're wrong. I hope that he is not as awful as I think that he is. But I do think that he is. And I think that this is going to end up, like I said last time we got together, at best, he's protecting pedophiles. And at worst, he is one and protecting himself. And if you look at his track record, other people is not generally his fucking concern. It's generally himself that he's concerned about. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about me. He don't care about. In fact, he actually said he hates all Democrats. He hates everybody that that didn't vote for him. He actually, I think, he hates the people that voted for him. He doesn't want to talk to them.
because they can't do anything for him anymore. He's in office. It's over.
No, exactly. It's like we're done now. So like so now that's why he's doing stuff, and everybody's like, "Wait, this is what I voted for." Well, you knew what kind of person you were voting for. He don't give a shit about you or me. He cares about his bank account and himself. That is it. How many of his good friends, his supposed friends, is he going to throw under the bus before you think he cares about your poor dumb ass?
Yeah,
because he don't. You know, I mean,
I agree.
He don't care about you. And if you got a tan, if you got so much of too good of a tan, he doesn't like you.
I know he don't like my black ass.
Look at what no, for sure not. Well, he doesn't like my white ass.
Yeah,
but
you know what I find really interesting is about all of this shit with Trump is how all the MAGA people talked about Biden's auto pen. You guys remember it talked about how Biden was pardoning everybody, right? I mean, fucking Trump so far in his administration, in this administration, has pardoned over 1,600 people. And some of these people have been convicted of stealing millions of dollars from their own investors. And he's just pardoning these people left and right. And the reason is, if you look at them, and I can't say the reason, but if you look at it, if you look at these people, all of them were donated to his campaign. Coincidence?
He wet signed all those.
Coincidence?
No, he wet signed all of them.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't sign 1,600.
In fact, he used one of them. What do you use those calligraphy pens where you got to like put it in the ink? Like he took his time with every single one of those 1,600 signatures. He didn't use a Sharpie on those or an auto pen. He just he dipped it in the little stuff.
Shit, oh my God,
he's using the same fucking auto pen. He's using the same fucking auto pen that he's using to fucking sign all of these tariffs into fucking place. Right?
Shit, he using the same auto pen to pay off the mistresses he still got going around here, because you know that working that damn administration right now.
I don't think an auto pen pays anything though.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it signs checks.
It signs checks.
Yeah, it signs the checks, right?
It's Trump, you know, and you know those checks on bounce 10 years from now.
They ain't gonna bounce, but they're just gonna what do you call it? They're just gonna take it back in a little bit at a time. You know, they ain't nothing for free.
Yeah, the government. Yeah,
if you didn't work for it, you ain't getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking government, man. But yeah, no, this. You know, I was today. This week has been interesting. It's been interesting. A lot of topics between Trump, talking about Arkansas, the white supremacists in your neck of the woods, Pete, your old area wants to, you know, have they brought some land and they got mad because nobody black or white.
I saw that. I saw that. They said we're protecting our culture. I'm like, what the fuck are you protecting? Come on.
Yeah, you know what got me with that one? What had me cracking up? Because I was just thinking, I was like, you know what? I traveled a lot. I've been, I drove by car and vehicle a lot. A lot of these towns are 99.9% fucking white. What the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah, right.
Talking about self-segregation. Like, have you ever been to Laramie, Wyoming? Have you ever been to the motherfucking Provo, Utah? What the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, honestly, though, Stanford. I mean,
Stanford's going to Provo.
If I was a black person, I'm not sitting there like going like, "Hey, I'm gonna go invade the Laramie, Wyoming crowd."
Oh, God.
Play my black ass right there in fucking Chicago.
I know.
Yeah, that was an interesting video. I can't remember exactly where they said they were doing it but it was somewhere up in northwest Arkansas. Of course, that's where most of those assholes are from anyway.
What was the AG reviewing? I didn't read into that too far. I just seen that like the AG was reviewing whether it was constitutional or whatever. Like it did. I seen that the state AG was looking into it, and that was the part that I seen. I didn't really look into the group or who's doing it.
So my problem is when I start watching stuff like that, I turn it off because it's embarrassing. It's such ignorance. It's kind of like that Jubilee thing that we were talking about a couple of days ago. When I see a bunch of white people sitting around talking shit like that, it's embarrassing. I just want to turn it off, man. Yeah. It's fucking embarrassing.
That's me with reality TV too. I feel bad for the people that are the stars that everybody is like worshiping. I'm like, oh, these poor people. They don't know how stupid they look. It's like, I mean, hell, I guess it could be us too. But I mean, Jesus Christ.
I can't. You know what? When it comes to reality TV, when it comes to reality TV, I had my little binge. It was a 90 Day Fiance. I used to just crack up.
My wife and I watched. We watched Love After Lockup. That one's funny as shit. Funny as shit, man. Love After Lockup. God, yes. That one's awesome.
Which one?
Love After Lockup, dude. It's people that have been in prison.
I don't watch any of it. It's awful.
They have a dating website. There's literally a dating website for these folks. You should check it out. It's actually pretty funny.
I don't want to. No, I don't want to.
I don't want to.
I mean, this is all. Everything this administration, everything that's happening in this country is reality TV. It's ridiculous. Every single day, it seems to be more and more incredible. Really. And not just the country, the world, right? The world. So you've got, like, for example, you've got Netanyahu on one side, Bozo on one side, who's saying there's no starvation. And then there's video of dead children. And then you have Trump, his buddy, on the other side saying, that's starvation. It's like, what? How do you do this? How does this work?
It was, and I think we were all talking about it earlier. The fact that the UK and Canada and you also said France are going to recognize Palestine as an official state speaks volumes. A lot of people don't realize how big that is between UN interventions, aid, and everything else, access to the World Monetary Fund and everything else. So a lot of people don't realize that a lot of people, especially Americans, and we have to be truthful. We're tired of hearing the Israeli rhetoric about if you're anti-Israel, you're
anti-Semitic,
and you're anti-Semitic, which is totally from the truth. And then they're doing a damn near famine and genocide. It's like, come on, man. Like, it's only, and then the more you get into the rabbit hole of the history, it gets crazier. Like they just told the world to say, fuck you, we're gonna kill these babies, we're gonna take them out as best we can, and it's all because we believe in Judaism. They're trying to mask their atrocities in faith. mask their atrocities and faith, trying to make it sound like it's the will of God, using Judaism as a cover, even though it's their.
I haven't heard that at all.
Yeah,
what I've heard blasted throughout all of the media is that they're doing this to kill Hamas, and the fact that Hamas has all of Palestine just filled with tunnels, that it's impossible for them to go anywhere and fight Hamas and not hit a civilian or hit a community full of civilians. I haven't heard anything about this being religious.
Oh no, they've been doing they've been having their people in the media use it as a religious, kind of like a religious thing, saying that, using the media war, saying that if you have if you're anti-Israeli, you're anti-Israeli government, they're trying to make it sound like you're anti-Semitic. They're using a religious angle because they say you're anti-Semitic is a religious angle.
Well, I think that's more of just a bigoted angle against Jews.
Yeah, but
a religious angle would be, this came down from the Torah, and we're supposed to kill everybody in Palestine, which is like what most of the Middle East does against Israel. They say it comes out of the Quran that the Jews should be eliminated, but I haven't heard Israel. I haven't heard Israel say anything like that.
I think that is what Stanford. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's what you're saying. That the holy war part of this is that, like, the Hamas, not Palestinians, the Hamas people are basing all of their stuff on religious backing to attack Israel, and then Israel in retaliation, because they're a sovereign country and all that, but it's a group of people within that country. It's not the entire country, but it is to them a holy war. Kind of like when we went to Iraq, we were fighting a holy war, whether we were the holy ones or not, or thought that we were religious. We were fighting against people who were.
Yeah, but we're not a holy war. A holy war is a fight between two separate groups that are fighting a religious point of view. We weren't fighting a point of view. That's not a holy war.
No, that could be one.
Maybe they were.
There could be.
Maybe Hamas is fighting a holy war.
Yes,
but that doesn't mean. But that doesn't mean that Israel is fighting a holy war.
Correct. Kind of like
Hamas is fighting the holy war.
Correct. Yeah, no, because some people in Israel, some of the Netanyahu's party is using Judaism as a smokescreen for their action. Yeah,
I haven't heard it.
Because they're saying that the Muslims want to eliminate them, because even though we know Hamas does, right? But they're trying to say that the whole Arab region wants to eliminate them because they're Jewish.
That's factual.
Because they're Jewish. So that's a holy war. That's a holy war.
No, that's factual. They have waged a holy war on Israel. They have waged a holy war. Israel has not said anything about how the Torah or any other religious text that they follow.
They don't say that. They don't have to use it. They don't have to use it.
They don't have to say it to be accused.
They don't quote the Torah, but they don't quote the Torah. This is my thing. If you're anti-Israel, they call you anti-Semitic. And a Semite is a Jew, right?
Yes.
So, are they Israeli or are they Jewish? Because if you're Jewish, that's a religion.
Well, that's a good question. I don't know if that means Jewish or Israeli. But yeah,
Israeli is a nationality.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. They don't have to. I'm not saying they're using the Torah directly, saying they're quoting this and that. Well, they're using. Well, we are Jewish, not Israeli. They're saying we're Jew, and if you anti-Israel, like if you like how we try to stick to the points of why we disagree with Israelis' tactics, they call you anti-Semitic. So they're using a religious connotation instead of saying we're anti the nation.
I see where you're coming from. But let's be honest about something here. Hamas is 100% anti-Semitic. They're a bunch of animals that want to destroy Israel. Just like
Yeah.
99% of the rest of the Middle East would like to destroy Israel. This is an anti-Semitic group. So Israel isn't waging a holy war themselves. They are defending themselves against a terrorist organization who invaded the country and started killing people. But they didn't start a holy war. They didn't even say this is a holy war for us to destroy Islam or to kill Muslims. They didn't say that.
Hey, hang on, Pete. Can I just say
No.
something real quick? And it's just like I don't want to like get buried in the
Right.
but
I think
like,
we are.
If U.S. went to war with Afghanistan, in their minds, that was a holy war. So it is a holy war.
It's a holy war for them. It's not a holy
exactly,
war. A holy war is
correct.
between two groups, two religious groups that are fighting against each other.
No, I don't think that. I think I can look that up, but I think that you can be a secular entity and be fighting in a, because you're fighting against the people who think that they're in a holy war.
We didn't invade Afghanistan to kill people that worship Islam. To worship Islam. We didn't do that.
In our opinion, we were defending ourselves against a holy war.
Against what holy war?
Because they did jihad because they was always quoting jihad against the U.S.
Yeah, like when you
right.
Yeah, you claim
so then
it's a one way.
So if we go with this rationale, then every war is going to be a holy war.
Correct.
Every war is a holy war.
Almost every single one is.
Okay, I would like to hear you justify that.
I'm not going to justify it because I'm not the one who would.
Well, no, you're saying that every war.
Religion.
So if there's an ounce, of religion, then it's a holy war.
To me, yes.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's good. I like it. There you go. I looked it up. Stanford.
When you use religious connotation in a war, it does take it up a notch, because then things that, compared to going for resources, it goes into cultural and other stuff. It gets a lot more complicated. Even if it is one sided, like it's like what Hoggy saying. He's saying when certain Muslim sects sent their people over here. Sex, you know what I'm saying? The Saudis, let's be honest, them assholes, when they sent their people here to blow up, with bin Laden, and then when he went to Afghanistan, certain sects of them were, they were preaching jihad against the U.S., and other ones were like, bro, we just want to live in peace and have families, So, you can manipulate the masses into making it seem like it's a more religious war when it's really just a fucking war about.
Which I think it is. I think it becomes. I think at that point it becomes semantics.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's all. But I want to point out real quick that Stanford, you're right. Semitic does mean Jewish. It has nothing to do with Israel. It has to do with the religion. Yeah. But yeah, I think Hog's right. I think we got into the weeds. And it's just really about semantics here, because whether it's a holy war or it's a war over territory or if it's a war over money or whatever, the fact of the matter is the Palestinians in Gaza are suffering. Plain and simple. That's exactly what's happening.
And you can also change the word religious or holy and replace it with, because like that is how it's these religions war. This is my thinking. I'm not trying to say that I'm 100% correct, but in my way of thinking is like these nations that are so religious that they can manipulate their people. It's not the leaders that are religious. They don't care. They're cheating on their religion all the time, but they're keeping their population uneducated and bound by these strict, charismatic, and narrow-minded laws Because if they get educated, then who's going to strap a bomb to themselves? You know what I mean? Like nobody's going to believe that. If
Right,
you even if you get past the fourth
Absolutely.
grade, you're not going to do that.
Right, absolutely.
yeah.
But we know that. We know that. We've been there. We've witnessed this firsthand. People like Hamas or the Fedayeen or Hezbollah, they don't, and I think this is what's hard for a lot of people that haven't been in those types of environments understand. These people, they either want to succeed in what they're doing or to die. There's no in between. There's no defeat for them, right? They're either going to, let's take Hamas since we're talking about that. Hamas is either going to completely obliterate all the Jews from the world, or they're going to die trying. Either way, to them it's
they went
successful. There's no in between. They don't want to go home and watch TV or spend time with loved ones. Their entire, and I'm speaking of Hamas for anybody that's curious. Hamas, not the Palestinians.
Al Qaeda was the same way.
Hamas cares. Hamas cares nothing about living just what anybody else in the world would consider a normal life.
No, you're right.
I think that's what yes, Pete, you're right. Because there is no losing for these people, but the reason that it's their religion that makes it that way. If I tell you and you believe me that if you die, life is going to be better. Well, if I tell you that if you die, there is no life, you're not going to go strive. So you're not seeing a bunch of Americans that are so hardcore set that they're whatever their religion
You don't see a lot of Baptists out there with
bombs. You don't see a bunch of Baptists going like, it's going to be better. Give me a bomb. I'll strap it to myself. You know, like that's what I'm saying because we're educated past the fourth grade. And we claim to be faith. We claim, I don't, but people claim all these things. But when it really comes down to it, you don't believe that bullshit. If you do, I got some TNT in the garage. Let's make you a vest and let's prove it. You know, I mean, it's like what? There's no way that you're believing. You have as much faith in your God as those people do in theirs, and it's because they are not educated. That is my point.
Right, but I would like to, if you don't mind, I would like to throw a little more into that. I don't believe, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe you're speaking about every single person that that is Muslim. You're speaking about this group or groups like them, because there are plenty of people who are Muslim who do not believe this way. There are plenty of
they're educated.
Yeah, we're talking about.
I'm not trying to.
We're talking about this very small group.
And I'm not trying to say that Christian people are. I'm saying that the ones that get educated are not going to fall for the dumb shit that people like Al Qaeda, Hamas, pick a freaking terrorist group are teaching these kids from birth. Basically, they're just they're in camp. I mean, they did the same thing in Germany. They did the same thing in Vietnam. It's like you pull them up this knee high to a grasshopper, and then you teach them that they don't need to know stuff because their leader knows everything that they need to know, and he tells you what it is you're supposed to do. That's what I mean by uneducated and religious.
It's brainwashing.
I'm not knocking anybody.
It's brainwashing.
No, because you're talking about indoctrination.
It's indoctrination.
Indoctrination is very
exactly like
because it's very
yes, that's cult like that.
Because indoctrination.
If you drink the Kool-Aid, you're in the cult.
Yeah, because indoctrination can happen.
You know
no. Indoctrination could be, like you said, it's like it could be other than religious. It could be, like economic. Communism is a form of indoctrination. You got Russians who believe
MAGA.
It's all forms of it. So you're right.
Yeah, it's brainwashing. Period.
There's no way you're taking the average educated, even just a 12th grade educated person. You're not taking them generally, at least in this country, to Jim Jones's camp and drinking the Kool-Aid. It's not gonna happen.
I mean,
you know,
Man, I need some
like,
Kool-Aid.
do what now?
There's actually, and it's funny that you said that. There's actually, and I forget the name of the case law, but you can look it up. There was a guy who applied to the police department. This is an actual federal case law, and he was denied multiple times. So he sued the police department. I think it was in Arizona. I think it was in Arizona. He sued them, and the reason the police department refused to hire him because he was too smart. His IQ was too smart, which means he wouldn't be able to follow orders right away because he wouldn't just follow the orders. He would think about it.
Really?
And the all the police force can deny you if by your IQ if you're too smart. They can literally deny your education, deny you. The U.S.
Sounds like something ICE would do. By the way, ICE is hiring. Did you guys see that?
Do you want to know why?
Did you see that? ICE is hiring.
$50,000 sign-on bonus, man. If I wasn't a fucking felon, boy, I go in there and I'll be wrapping up all the white people. Oh, I'll be like, oh.
Yeah. It says what did the ad says? The ad says protect the country or something. I was thinking, shouldn't it say protect the motherland? I mean, it just seems a little more correct to me.
I'm not racist, but if they're gonna wrap up all the Latinos, I would love to be on news wrapping up all the Europeans and shit, being up in there and your little Ukraine, little Italy just grabbing them.
I'm gonna hide in my basement.
All of a sudden, watch immigration reform quick, right?
Last 10 minutes. You wouldn't last 10 minutes.
That's it,
So, do y'all want to know why that state, that community in Arkansas is being looked into?
Oh, we're going back to Arkansas. Something
yeah,
a
I
little
am because I
easier
read
to
the whole
talk
thing.
about.
I was sitting here arguing with y'all reading it. It is because they're trying to make it a subdivision. So, like, they're going to be selling the property. So that's where the violation of the Civil Rights Act. So you cannot say that I'm black, I'm a legal resident. So if it's one big piece of property and they were trying to be a cult or a commune, there probably wouldn't be this issue. We're trying to subdivide like a regular neighborhood and make it to where like my neighborhood, where you come in, it's like I bought this lot, my neighbor bought that lot, but no black people, no other races are allowed to buy the lots. That is where the problem's coming in.
But you know what, Hoggy, and I know we kind of circle back to this, but you know what gets me with this? Nobody would have known if they didn't advertise it. Like, there's places in America that's all white with white realtors and black folks, Latinos. Look, I'm gonna give 100. Niggas be like, yeah, we know we can't live there. It's gonna be some problems. It's known across America now. So the fact that they wanted nationwide attention to be like, hey, come join our white European Christian nation, even though they're using a Norse symbol for their fucking tagline, they're using a Norse symbol, Norse god symbolology. So that's very far from Christian. I think they need to rewatch Vikings. Good Lord, to get your fucking souls together. Like, what the fuck? Like, and then they get mad because people are not trying to buy from them, and the person, and the attorney, the attorney general that's going after them is a white guy.
Right. Well,
there ain't nobody in color going after them because nobody cares. Right. Self-segregate. Be in the Ozarks.
It's like, dude, you know what? Let them do it because Hog's gone. Because then we know where they are. We know where they are, right? And we're like, okay, we know where the racists are. Just leave them there. Just leave them there. By the way, Stanford, real quick, I looked up that guy because that is really interesting to me. That the police, it was actually in Connecticut.
Oh, sorry.
In 97. But yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what happened. He scored too high. What the fuck, dude? That's insane. That's really insane.
That makes it, when you start looking into some of these case laws, right? That was when I went for my paralegal certificate, whatever, and I had to really dig into and write some of these summaries. you start realizing that this is why. Also, there's another case where people think the police are supposed to protect and serve, and that's not the police job. It's literally Supreme Court case law.
Right.
Their job is not to protect and serve. People don't. But the problem is, a lot of Americans do not look into these case laws that's been handed down over decades, or centuries, and now people really what they're seeing on TV and what's happening in little case is two different things. Yeah, and it's the craziest thing because people really do believe they're like, oh, police supposed to be protect and serve. When you read the case law, that's why they have that's why the judges made the immunity, which is fake. That's a made up theory. It's not even a law. It's a judicial. It was qualified immunity was a judicial way for them to handle certain cases because they did not want to tackle the issue of legality of are they legally responsible for their actions. So they made up a fake thing called qualified immunity and made it sound like it's the law of the land, which is not. It's a judicial theory. It's not law.
Right.
It's not. There's nothing in law because if you haven't noticed, type of qualified immunity, you notice there's no U.S. code, no subsection, no this, no that.
It's just qualified immunity.
I have a little bit of insight, or can I chime in on what you were just talking about, Stanford? Is because we worked for the military. We had what they called them SOFA agreements. I worked for the civilian government, like the city that I live in. I had a section in there that I was protected by if I'm in the course of doing my job. This is like I will be, if I'm breaking the law, then that will be dealt with, but differently than it is the average.
I think Hog might have frozen.
Yeah, I think he has I think his internet connection is
so.
Maybe
is he on Starlink? Is he on Starlink?
Elon Musk said, "You know what? Get the fuck out of here.
We don't need this white guy from Mississippi talking." Holy crap! Wait, he's back. I think he's back. Where is he?
Was that me? Was that me going out?
Yeah, you crashed out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Elon said, "Fuck you."
I'm not. I don't have his shit.
Yeah. That was awesome. So you were saying you have qualified immunity.
I was just saying that it's going to be hard to get people to work these difficult jobs if, say, I assault somebody, and I'm not talking about the bad ones. I'm not, but I'm like, say I assault somebody, but it wasn't purposely. I bumped their head, or I didn't
accidentally punched him in his face.
Well, I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, dude. I mean,
I accidentally kicked you 12 times.
Nobody's just going to sit there and fucking just take an ass whooping. Nobody. No. So, I mean, you got to do something.
Rodney King did.
Yeah, but he wasn't the cop.
I'm just saying. You said no.
Again, I would agree. I would say that those people broke the law that did that to him. But my point, I'm saying all that to say this. It's not to justify anything. Trust me, it is not. I'm just saying that you are not going to be able to get a good quality group of police officers or military people if they are going to be charged like regular everyday people. It's just not going to happen.
I agree with you. I agree with that 100%. There has to be
qualified immunity. There has to be a certain SOFA agreement. There has to be this.
They can still do their police duties. Well, because there's a lot of other countries in the world, and this is even take away. This is say you're like the so-called Western civilized world. They continuously train their officers on a lot of things, but they get paid a lot more money too. You know what I'm saying? So there's ways you could train officers to interact with the public because let's be honest, the U.S. our police force is they're trained to be the tip of the spear and not the fucking shield. Right. they're trained to be the spear and not the shield. And a lot of these things need to be the shield. And another thing is, we know statistically, like a lot of these officers who pass away during the line of duty is usually, I think 80% of them pass away during a domestic violence incident. That's where they highly, because they when they respond to domestic violence, that's when they usually get got. It's not there's random violence that goes against police. I understand that, but majority of the time it is in domestic violence when they're trying to respond to a call of domestic violence. That's when they usually typically
because they're not doctors.
No,
and that's another problem, is that we as a society. This is my counter argument to what you're saying, and I agree with you. And I agree with everything you said. I just said, we have to also think about them, and we need these people. We need people to want to be police officers. We need to be safe. We need to keep our roads safe. All this other stuff, but they're not doctors. I mean, we call them for everything. You realize that, right? It doesn't matter what. It could be a mentally ill kid walking down the street, and the officer just isn't trained to understand that he's mentally ill. Yeah, I mean, we've all done it.
But I don't fault the police force for that. I really don't. I fault the way the U.S. has made the U.S. police force, like you said, doctors, nurses. Yeah. They're doing multiple things that they're not trained to do.
That was my point. They should okay, there is a solution to this problem, but getting rid of qualified immunity isn't that solution.
Well, let me throw something at you.
The solution would be to better training. Let's spend a lot more money on training.
You know what? Well, let me throw something out there real quick. So there is a country out there that does really great training on their police force, that does not have qualified immunity, that has one of the lowest crime rates in the entire world, and their police officers only carry batons. They don't carry guns. South Korea. Look them up. Yeah. They have one of the lowest crime rates in the entire world. They do not have wait a minute. They do not have qualified immunity, and they do it through training of their police force, and by training their police force, and by what was the word that Stanford used earlier? Indoctrinating into their people on how not to be douchebags.
You know what else, Pete? They have. You know what else they have, Pete? They have fucking gun control over there, and if you get caught with an AR goddamn 15, you're going to fucking jail.
Well, I agree.
They will drag you off.
I agree, but I agree.
If you want a hunting rifle, it's going to cost a lot of money for that permit to hold it. And so, we're agreeing, but you're comparing an apple with an orange.
No, I'm not, because owning a gun in South Korea isn't illegal. It's just very restricted.
Yeah,
that's so.
It's free here. You can be 3.
I agree. Yeah, but it's
the people.
3? Huh? No. He said 3. He said you can be 3.
What is he?
You could be. That you agree? He does agree. Oh. He does agree.
He said 3. He said 3, right?
So you can be 3 years old and own a gun.
Yeah.
What the? You can be 3 and own a gun?
I don't know if that's right or not.
There's no law that says not.
Doesn't matter. That's true. And it's true, but
as long as I can buy it and give it to my 4-year-old. I don't know. People do it all the time.
If there isn't any gun reform, then the violent crimes are going to go up, and the police force, no matter how they're trained, are still going to be lacking, because it's literally a tiny little force of men and women who are protecting the citizens against a gigantic armed mob that has no idea what they're fucking doing. Gun reform, plain and simple. Gun reform. And require these assholes to start getting trained. Know how to use your fucking gun.
Yeah. Well,
nah, man. Nah. I need my hood. I need it to be.
And then if you want to do it from the side, go for it.
Think about that.
Just go to a range and do it.
Think about that dude that just did that stuff in New York. There was so much in his mental health record that should have, like, if we, like, we're not talking about, like, I'm not talking about banning all guns from anybody. I'm not. But that guy has got, like, things in his record that says, hey, this guy shouldn't own a gun. Guess what? They let him buy guns in Nevada, wherever he's from. I think it was.
Well, he bought it. He bought it from his friend.
It doesn't matter. It's legal.
His coworker.
I mean, it's legal here. You can come here. Like, people come from out of state to buy them in Mississippi because you can just third party sell. I can sell you a gun. I'm not a dealer. I can sell you whatever I want, and you give me $500, I hand it to you. I don't need to know your background. Nothing. There's nothing illegal with what I just did. That person never has to register anything. As long as it was registered by the fifth dude before me that owned it from the gun shop. The end. Like, there's no questions asked. So, like, I don't need to know if you're a criminal. You could be a gangster. If you're in, I guarantee
I am.
I guarantee you there are gangs in Chicago, New York, and all kinds of, but that come to Mississippi, Florida, these loose states like that. And they don't have to record anything. Like, they just buy my gun because I had it on sale. I can mail it to you.
Oh no, that's true. But I mean, let's be honest though. Bunch of these, ain't no way in the hell these niggas in the hood can afford all these damn guns. That shit ain't. That's just no way. If you ain't got no damn job, how you affording all these nines and no. Some of that shit's just dropped.
I mean, you kind of. I know you know the answer to that, right?
I don't. That sounded racist. That's all I'm going to say.
No, I'm just saying. You just say, like, these guys ain't got no jobs and they're affording guns.
I'm just saying. How did you get your gun, Stanford? That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Why do you need the gun to begin with?
Speaking of which, Sydney Sweeney does have really good genes. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh my God, you eugenics
fucking buddy.
Jackass. Look.
Yeah, those are some good genes.
The blatant racism. What's funny? I saw the ad. I was like, okay, I know it's racism. The fact that I went to other people.
I didn't see that.
Oh no, it's coded. It's coded. And even other companies that make advertisers, like some of the CEOs from different companies, they was like, it's so coded that Abercrombie is laughing.
I don't see
Old Navy made fun of it. Old Navy made fun of it, saying we're not like them.
Of course they are, because they're going to try to jump on to this racism bandwagon and make a buck off of it. But I don't see how it was racist. The woman is absolutely gorgeous, and that's, I think, what they were pointing out. I don't think they were pointing out, look how white this chick is, and it's good genes.
I gotta send you the different opinions, the breakdown, because there's an old playbook that's been used when times are hard. They can't. It's an old playbook they use from marketing, and you can the play on words. It's a double meaning.
But how does racism sell? I mean, unless you're up in Northwest Arkansas.
Nah, the MAGA folks knew. The real MAGA, the MAGA diehards, the ones who they knew, they loved it. You should see some of the comments. Yeah. Nah, come on. Right. I mean, first of all, she's not even a true blonde. She's a brunette.
Who cares what color her hair is? They're talking
her
about
family her family support her family support MAGA. They're very MAGA. The jeans were too fucking big for her. What the fuck? It makes no fucking sense.
I don't see how it was racist. I mean, just because the people in Northwest Arkansas agree with it and say, yeah, it's racist, doesn't mean it's racist. Just because everybody in East St. Louis says it's racist doesn't make it racist. You know what I mean?
No.
I didn't see it.
I'm not saying the whole. I'm saying, well, no, I seen that. It's a play of words. I gotta send you the breakdown of it. It's when you see it. it's hard for me to explain the other point of view without you knowing the history of how advertisers use certain things at certain economic downfalls to try to make it. It's kind of, it's really.
But how does racism
it's
sell
common.
anything? I mean, except when we're talking about slavery, right? Am I wrong? I mean, am I wrong?
Look, nah, it's poor hog. He keeps getting.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, what I'm saying is, it's the way they advertise. It's a play. It's a play on words. It's been used
shoot
before.
It over
everybody.
to me. I'd like to look at it.
Yeah, it's been used before, and when you see it, because they and the people who actually at the historical context of it, they reference certain advertising campaigns, and these kind of campaigns are only used during economic times, basically saying, hey, even though times are hard, you're still white compared to these other guys.
What?
Well, obviously, I'm lost, Pete. Don't look at me.
Nah, it's true. It's an old tactic, and actually, there's even a couple of very.
I'm with Shannon on this one.
Yeah, Shannon, we were hoping that you could help us out with this, but I guess not. Thanks, Shannon.
It's millions of views even on TikTok from CEOs from brand companies. The one guy, he used to be before American Eagle kicked out their whole online team. He was an Asian guy, and he was trying to circumvent. They interviewed him. He tried to say it wasn't, but it was. He was talking in doubles. Like, bro, you got fired from fucking American Eagle. Shut the
I think we need to sneak into Stanford's phone and update his algorithms.
Maybe.
I think so. Send that to me. Send that to me, Stanford. I'd like to look at it.
I got you. Look, because when I seen the ad, it was popping up on my algorithm. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is this thing about this ad? And I saw the ad. I was like, oh. And then I'm seeing other CEOs, and these are white CEOs breaking it down for marketing agencies, and this is a fucked up ad.
I seen one little thing on. The only reason I even knew what anybody was talking about is because I seen one little thing on YouTube, and I started watching it, and I immediately was like, oh, "That's fucking stupid," and I just turned it off. But
it's a commercial.
I did not. I should have. Maybe I should have kept watching it. I don't know. You know what? There's enough to be mad about. I'm not going to be mad about a jean commercial.
Yeah.
I don't even care. I don't even shop at American Eagle. So
jeans are pretty comfortable.
Is this are we sponsored by them?
Now you're going to. You're going to Gap and Abercrombie, buddy.
Nothing. We don't advertise for anybody because no one's giving us any money. So fuck you, American Eagle.
Yeah.
You're uncomfortable. And Levi's.
Exactly. Yeah, how he wants some 501 straight leg boot cut.
I know.
Come right out of Northwest
Arkansas.
I think I was 15 the last time I bought a pair. Anyways.
What, Levi's?
Anything. I don't buy my jeans. My wife goes and gets them. She knows
wow.
what.
Hog is still 12. Aww.
I mean, because she's the one that likes she's the one that knows what looks good or whatever. I don't know. You leave it to me. I'll be in basketball shorts and I will cut the sleeves off this thing and be in basketball shorts all the time.
Well, there you go. White man can't jump.
He Mississippi rebel right there, boy.
Yeah.
Don't leave my wardrobe up to me. You are too, this is probably why I have so many black friends, because I always needed guidance. If I
all right, I'll give you that. Yeah.
If I was gonna go out somewhere, hey, they're like, what the fuck with the shoes and the shirt?
Can you help me get dressed?
I'm like, what? It all has to match. I don't have a brand a pair of shoes.
There you go. All right. Well, there we go. I guess we hit on all the really important stuff today, huh?
I guess
I mean,
so.
you think we solved all the world's problems?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
What
Maybe.
was Amanda? Who wanted their 15 minutes of fame? I don't know. What are you talking about? Did I miss that when I was that when I was going through my
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but somebody wanted their.
The white
Oh yeah,
supremacist
the
group
ones
was,
up in
I think she was
Arkansas.
talking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Exactly. That's what and that was exactly my point too. It's like you're trying to make a subdivision and only sell it to certain people.
Again, I like the idea because now we know where the racists are. If we could get all the racist communities to form a community and tell us where they are, we're good. We're fine. We wouldn't have to go there anymore. We wouldn't have to deal with them anymore.
I mean,
and then you could really point at gerrymandering and say, look at that.
I mean, you kind of already can. I do like how Gavin Newsom's like looking at changing.
Oh yeah. He said, if you're gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
I got 9.
Texas is fucked up.
Really?
Like if they do that and they have the balls to do it, if Texas does it, man, I think it's a free fall. I think every state should do it, but I also think we shouldn't be paying fucking taxes because we shouldn't be paying taxes to this regime if they're not going to give you the benefits of the tax. They keep cutting everything.
Called it a regime. I love it.
It is a regime. He's fucking the man floated talk. He was telling people now a couple of days ago, we're going to give you some people are going to get checks back for the tariffs. You mean they're getting back the money they paid for these fucking items?
Yeah,
they're talking about it. It ain't going anywhere. They talked about it at the beginning of the administration. They're talking about it now. They're just trying to pull focus off of Epstein. That's all they're doing.
Yeah.
That's it. That and the whole Nancy Pelosi thing. It's just smoking.
And then
smoking mirrors.
They want us to feel bad. And it's like, motherfucker, you were laughing when a man got beat in the head with a fucking hammer. So fuck you. I'm going to have a goddamn flatline party when this fucking dude's gone. Fuck you. You know, it's like, what the, your feelings are allowed to get hurt, but nobody else. Like y'all were out there celebrating a man getting beat in the head with a freaking hammer.
Well, what are you talking about right now? Who got beat in the head with a hammer?
Nancy Pelosi's husband.
Oh, right. Okay.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Shit out of that. Like, yeah, woo. No, that was a human being that got beat in the head with a freaking hammer for no reason.
I'll have to be honest. I don't remember people celebrating, but
you don't.
Oh no, they were happy. The right wing.
Are we talking about? Are we talking about Congress? Or are we talking about voters? The morons.
Okay. Voters.
The morons. The
I'm
morons.
talking about both.
So you mean members of Congress were cheering this?
Fucking even I can find you some
really?
Shit that Trump said. Like, well, I guess, like just not necessarily going full blown celebrate, but like
he's academic.
Yeah,
he's not academic. He was academic.
That's what you get for marrying a bitch. That kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Like not everybody was out there going like, "Yay!" I'm talking about just the sly fucking bullshit, and it's like, "Oh, motherfucker, I'm coming all the way fucking ugly," and I don't want my kids to be like me, but that is gonna happen.
You know what? When he goes, I'm buying all the fucking
that I've been saving from last 4th of July because I don't feel like it's gonna be that long. They did on election night and like woke the whole neighborhood up with their fireworks. That night on Flatline night, I'm gonna be like
Flatline night. I like that.
I've got a whole bunch of fucking fireworks, yo.
Flatline night.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, there we go. That's a good place to end it. Flatline night.
It's gonna be
Flatline night. We'll keep you guys up to date on when that's going to be, but
you'll know. You'll either A, hear the fireworks, or B, probably just hear the fireworks.
Right.
I bet they're going off all over the place.
All right, dude.
And, I know on the East Coast we would know they would be honking their horns, music be oh my
Yeah, there's
fucking
going to be
god, it's gonna be
there will be a lot. Absolutely.
All the states that pay for the other states, they're gonna be like you said, honking horns because y'all can't do fireworks in like California.
Northwest Arkansas will be sad. Oh. Oh. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tonight. Thanks for everybody that showed up. On behalf of Hog, Stanford, and myself, we want to say thank you. Like and subscribe to our channel. It doesn't cost you anything, but it really helps us out. And remember, if you ain't pissed off, you're not listening.